Hi there folks, welcome to another Fixrovia.com Q&A. The question that we've had was about increasing website conversion. One of the problems that a lot of websites have is they're almost like an online brochure. And so they kind of rely on the customer being able to see the relevance of what you're offering to the problem that they've got. The other problem with a lot of websites is they don't really capture people's details. A lot of people spend a lot of money in terms of marketing campaigns or just general advertising to drive traffic towards their website, and then if the person then buys, brilliant, but if they don't, there's no way of capturing that visitor. Now, one of the key things about it is that your website is only one part of your online marketing presence, if you like. Now, there are other things like social media, but one of the things I want to suggest to you is what you want to do is basically use that website visit as the start of an ongoing relationship, the start of a communication chain. And here's the reason why. So we've got some figures here. Out of the visitors who come to your website, again, 3% are ready to buy, 7% might be thinking about it, 30% are not really thinking about it at the moment. They're just kind of generally interested, but they people who could be customers further on down the line. And you've got 30% of people who've turned up. They're not entirely sure. They're just getting into this. So they wouldn't, off their own bat, buy your product or service because they haven't quite made the connection between their problem and your solution. So what your website will normally do is the 3% who are ready to buy, and that means that they're ready to buy from anybody, so that includes your competitors as well. So what we want to do is basically, if those guys are ready to buy, brilliant, let's sell to them. Okay, one of the things that I would say as well is just make sure that your website is very, very good at channeling what people want. Use quizzes, use other bits and pieces so you can almost like have a wizard. If you've ever done something online or using a computer where it asks you a series of questions and then configures itself, then that's almost the sort of thing that you want there. Because what you'll find is that there's a saying in marketing that the confused mind never buys. So when you give people a huge list of options, the brain goes, oh, that's actually too much choice. I don't know which choice to make. I don't want to make the wrong choice. And if there's so many choices that I know that I can't make the right choice, they'll actually go away. Because they're more worried about making the wrong choice than they are about getting what it is that they want in a lot of cases. So, we need to make sure that the people that are ready to buy, they are funneled through to the right product. So we kind of ask them enough questions that we can then find out the sort of thing that we make a recommendation based on that. For the rest of those guys, what we want to do is we want to capture them off the website and then basically put them to some ongoing chain, which means in the case of these guys, we educate them as to why our problem and solution is the right thing for them. But it's not just about plug, 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 plug. It's a conversation based on their problem. It's a conversation about them, not about us. It's not about our stuff. It's about the solution. It's about the problems that they've got, the opportunities that they've got. And then with these guys, where it's a matter of time, we are basically giving them, like useful tidbits, information. So let's say if you ran like a running shoe website, as an example, then you've got 3% of people ready to say, okay, I'll hand over some cash. So again, look at kind of what sort of thing do you like to do? Take our little wizard. Again, you can get these things set up very, very easily. You just need to know how to channel things through, so that it says, based on your answers, we recommend these particular trainers or whatever it is. For these people here who are thinking about it, you can then say, okay, sign up to our running newsletter. Okay, and then you send them little bits about where to run, breathing techniques, little videos showing, kind of people tripping over dogs or whatever. Which means that when they move from, okay, I'm not quite ready to buy to, I'm now in that 3% category, you're going to be the first people that they think of. And then for these guys, like we said, it's about then educating them as to why our product or service is actually right for them. Okay, so we sell to the people that we want to sell. The other thing which we can also, when we're doing that, is we can also then make sure that the site is offering bundles and upselling. So again, there's ways that we can do that, which we'll cover in a second. And then with these guys, we're capturing them so that we're starting a relationship with these guys. And even with those guys as well, the way that we do it is we make sure that once they've bought, they're into a system whereby we can then make them other offers on bits and pieces down the line. Okay, there's a couple of guides which we've got on the site which are going to be really, really helpful for you in answering this question. The first one of which is called our Bigger Picture Marketing Guide. This basically allows you to step into the customer's world, look at it from their point of view, and then create the information that you want to give them, the education, the training, the offering which will then go into your newsletter. So whether that be, kind of like tips on how to do something, funny stories related to it, but that's what powers the ongoing relationship. So it's you having something interesting to say, which is interesting to them because it's about them. Okay, we've got upsell and resell guide, which then basically says, right, so when you're buying this is how you bundle stuff with it to basically increase. Websites are brilliant at that sort of thing, because when you click through, you'll have been on websites where it says, okay, if you're buying this, by the way, would you like this or would you like that? No? Okay, that's fine, we can then take you through. But if it's cleverly structured, then if you make sure that when they're buying something, it's like, okay, that's actually a logical addition, that will kind of improve my experience of the main product that I'm buying. So for instance, if it's a running shoe website and then you're selling, kind of like say spray protector, it's linked and you can just quickly add it to the basket because you've already made your decision to buy. It's very, very powerful stuff, so it's a good way of, again, improving your upselling, so improving the amount of money that you're making off that particular customer. And like I said, with these guys, there's then good ways of kind of getting them to sign up and then basically having a trickle feed conversation with them, either until they understand that they want to buy, or indeed they know that they want to buy, they're just not ready to yet because they're saving up for next month to go out and buy that pair of trainers that they want. So that's a classic way of doing that. There's also a guide on how to do autoresponders. And again, with a lot of websites, what you want to do is you want to start with their problem and then walk them through a process where they start to understand, kind of like the various options which are available to them. We've got a persuasion and copywriting template, which is ideal for landing pages and for websites in the main, because again, you take the conversation to them. It's not just about pick which one you want, it's about saying, right, let's actually open up a relationship. Hope that helps. The guys that I've talked about are shown below the video. If you have any questions, please drop us a line at support@fixrovia.com and we'll do our very best to help you. Best of luck.